Jeez. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Grippin' or Rippin'. We are out here at Maggie's Bridge, a haunted bridge in Seaford, Delaware. In the late 1800s, Maggie Bloxam was crossing this bridge on her horse and buggy, and there was a thunderstorm, and so there was a big clash of thunder and lightning, and the horse reared back, it got spooked, and it flipped Maggie over this bridge, and decapitating her, cut her head clean off. Maggie was pregnant, so the story goes, if you come out here and you stand against this guardrail and you stick your hands out over the guardrail and you act like you're holding her baby and you yell, "Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby," 3 times, people said they've heard some creepy things in the woods. They've heard Maggie screaming. They've actually seen her come out with her holding her head. That just sounds crazy. They've heard babies crying and just weird sounds, and this has been featured on a lot of paranormal YouTube channels if you guys want to check those out. But this whole area is haunted from what I understand. I mean, there's crazy stories about people being decapitated, which is Maggie, and there's people being shot in their front yards, and this is all back in the 18 and 1900s. Smallpox outbreak in the area that the town was only 100 people big, and 25 people in the town got smallpox, and so they quarantined the entire town. They didn't let anybody in or out to get food, supplies, medical supplies, anything. They just quarantined the whole town, and it caused people to starve to death and die. And they just wrapped everyone up in a sheet, dug one big hole, and threw everyone in it. And they made a mass burial hole, and no one knows where it's at. They didn't mark it. So, I mean, from what I understand, this whole area is just haunted and has some crazy stories. We're gonna fish this for a little while. This actually butts up to, it meanders away from the Ananacoke River. So we're gonna fish this for a little while and see if we can get on a bite. And we got a snowstorm coming in, so we might get lucky, and these fish might wanna feed before that storm hits. And but we're gonna stay out here. I got a treat for you. We're gonna stay out here until dark, and we're gonna do the Maggie's Bridge challenge for you guys if we don't chicken out. I told my wife I was gonna drop the kayak in here, and we were gonna, you know, go down one of these little meandering streams or creeks, and she basically told me, "No, you're not. We got 2 kids, and I'm not trying to raise them alone." She said she doesn't want Maggie flipping over the kayak and holding me underwater. So she was brought out here as a kid, and freaked her out. She said she wouldn't even get out of the car when she got home. So I'm excited to be out here, and we're gonna try to get on some fish while we're waiting for it to get dark. Well, Adam's off doing who knows what. I hope he comes back, but I gave him my camera. He's off taking pictures because this place has some really cool scenery. I haven't heard him in a while, so he'll come back. But we're gonna get a line in the water and we're gonna start fishing. What I've got out here today, I've got 2 spinning combos because he's never thrown a bait caster before. And we all know how that goes when you let a friend borrow a bait caster, so for the first time. So I'm not going to let him play with that today. There's too many trees around. He'll end up casting it out, hitting something, and cause like the biggest backlash ever, and I'll be out here, you know, trying to fix that the whole time. So I'm going to let him play with the spinning reels today, and we're going to throw some weedless stuff and hopefully get on some fish. Not yet. Everybody say hi to Adam. Yeah, dude, how crazy would it be? So Maggie Bloxham was never found. So
but they don't, okay.
So I guess when she flipped into here, they're saying the creek took her off. So she was decapitated and just carried off pregnant.
Right.
And if you stand out here with your hands over the guardrail like this and yell, Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. She's supposed to present herself. But
how many months pregnant was she?
Dude, I have no clue.
There might be a little baby running around here raised by wolves.
Well, they say you hear crying babies.
Yeah.
But
cursed.
Now I was gonna say, how crazy would it be if we actually hooked into like her skeleton or something, and we pulled out a skeleton today?
Pull up like a hand.
Yeah, dude. Started off today with the paddle tail, and I'm just gonna let this thing kind of skip across the bottom. The current's really kind of strong out here, so I'll let the current carry it, just bounce it right off the bottom as if maybe it's a dead fish or a dying fish that's just going to be flopping around with the current. No wonder she was decapitated. Do you see this?
What?
This culvert here looks like a saw blade.
Yeah.
You guys can see this in the camera. That looks like a saw blade down there. There's almost no water left back here. Maggie must have drowned at high tide. Just let you see how deep it was, because
what do you think that was, 2 feet?
The water levels dropped at least 2 foot, and it still looks like it's 4 or 5 feet deep.
With the blues and all of that early Indonesia is black artists, muddy water. So important to get credit where it's due and also where it came from.
What are you doing?
Do that going forward. This Black History Month, iHeartRadio celebrates black excellence.
Bro, did you do that? The radio just turned on. No, it's the radio. I can't turn the radio on with my phone. That's crazy. The radio just turned on in my truck and it's blaring as loud as it can possibly go.
Take a break this Valentine's with your sweetheart for a romantic dinner at the Grill at the Sands. Oceanfront dining inside the Atlantic Sands Hotel on the boardwalk in
That was crazy. The radio was turned all the way up. Batteries die and they're not able to start the car. They'll get flat tires, or you know, the lights will just start flashing all over the place. It's starting to get dark. Forgot to tell you guys, they also say that when you're out here, when you do this Maggie's Bridge challenge, you'll actually see lights off in the distance in the woods. These woods are extremely thick, so to see lights back there, you're not seeing people's properties off in the distance. So I don't know what it is. I don't know, but all you guys down in Florida always talking about alligators and stuff jumping out of the water at you. Y'all don't got to worry about stuff like this. I got to worry about some 150-year-old dead lady jumping out of the water and grabbing me. I think I'm a little bit more scared of that than I am an alligator. What's up?
Hey,
We haven't had a bite at all. You guys ever fished out here? Some guy just stopped and asked if we've had any luck, and I said no, not yet. I asked if he's ever fished out here. He said no, we don't fish out here. This is Maggie's. We just come through, we roll right through, keep on going. This is Maggie's Bridge. All right, so Adam just got snagged up. It's getting dark out here, guys, and he decided he wants to go deeper in. So Adam's about to try to go sneak in the woods and try to get this lure back. I told him it's not a good idea, but he seems to want to try to do it. So I think he's trying to mess with Maggie, to be honest. Oh, gosh. Do you need me to wiggle it so you know where it's...
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Do not fall in, man.
Look at this. It was right up on this little twig. I was so close. If I pulled it hard, I bet I could have.
I gave you a little bit of slack. You are really messing with Maggie right now. All right, we're good. We are good. Maggie decided to let him live another day. Dude, I'm not even joking. If you walk along this, there's more graffiti here at night than there is during the day.
You can see it.
Yeah, that is kind of cool looking.
Like older stuff that's kind of faded.
You can see all the graffiti on the guardrail that you couldn't see earlier in the day. If anybody knows what these symbols are, let me know in the comments, because I have no clue what these things mean. And I'm sure they have some type of significance, or people wouldn't be drawing them all over the road. And I'm not into all the paranormal stuff, so I have no clue what this stuff means. And if you guys do, please let me know. I might regret knowing after the fact, but please let me know what all this stuff is. All right, so it's completely dark now, and we are actually starting to hear sounds in the woods. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear them, but we're gonna come over to the bridge and we're gonna do this challenge. All right, so you're supposed to reach over this guardrail here. Look over the water. Put your hands out as if you're holding her baby over the guardrail to her. And you have to say it 3 times. Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. And then wait for something to happen, I guess, because... Maggie? So I don't have the touch. So we're gonna see if Adam can get her to talk back. When you're ready.
Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. Maggie, Maggie, I have your baby. Get it?